Look at this goofball. Buddy, I have to address this issue. I need you to, I don't know how I'm going to address this issue. I need to address this issue of what's right there on your horn. Got it. Now give it him. Let me have it. Give it back. Don't you run off with that. No, sir. All right. There we go. It's around your leg. Okay. The things. My question is, where did this string come from, y'all? Because obviously it came out of that roll of hay, and that roll of hay has been eaten down to the ground. But the thing is, we come by and we cut this. We cut it. Y'all watch us cut it. There's no way we would never not cut it. Let's look. This is how long the ones that should be. If we cut them right, they should be little tiny strands like that can't do any damage at all. Even if we can't find them, they should be really small. That right there looks like it's 50 yards of string. I don't know how he finds that stuff. He starts putting his head in here, digging around. See, this is how a string should look. You cut it across the top, the sides may flap over, you pull them out if you can. But that one that he had picked up right there, that's ridiculous. Oh man, that's tax. Wanda is coming to eat. But Wanda don't give a darn. She doesn't mind walking right through the water when it comes to breakfast. Come on, baby, I got your food over here. It don't matter how deep it gets. Wanda doesn't care. Wanda just doesn't care. She'll just squat right down and come right on through. There's my good girl. Come on, baby, hurry. Tina is going at it. All the little ducks are trying to catch whatever drops out of her plate. Over here, love. Come on. Look at this boy. Look what he's done. Look what he's went off and done this time. Come here. What have you done? Guys, he has more string wrapped around his head, but it's a little short piece of string, and he's wrapped it somehow around his horn. It's not tight on his neck, so I'm not worried about. But look at the hay. Look how there's hay stuck right there above it. It looks like those things that little girls wear in their hair to pull their hair out of their eyes. It's not a barrette. What do you call those little things that girls wear? Little horseshoe-shaped thing that has like little decorations on top of it. Tex, I don't think that's going to impress Billy much. You might should just bury your head in that hole you're digging and not come back out until I get that off of you. Oh my gosh. I want to show y'all something cute. Look at Gracie over here on the berm with the geese. What is she doing? Oh, poor baby. She's trying to find some of her own kind. I'm one of your kind, baby. I'm one of your kind, sweet girl. Oh, has she forgiven me yet? Oh my goodness. Y'all think she's forgiven me yet, baby? Am I back on your good side? What are y'all doing? I did not bring any snacks. I did not bring any snacks. And I know y'all didn't just come to see old Lester. You did not come to see Uncle Lester. Now stop it. I am trying to hang out with my girl, Gracie. Sweet girl, baby. You look so small in this pasture. Have y'all noticed that? We have a runaway. We have a runaway. Beth has just shown up to eat. And we are curious how they're all going to treat her. Ernie's not real sure. Ernie's like, wait a minute. Baby, there's plenty of piles for you, love. You don't have to share with them. There's piles. I've spread out 20 piles across here. There are a lot of piles that are unclaimed by anybody if she just wants a little nibble. That's cute though. We had to make sure that Gracie was going to get a chance to eat, and eat she did. Look at that. You saw how much food I brought out to her earlier today. You see how much she's eating now. Now what's gonna happen is she's gonna have to figure out her place amongst all these other babies. And they're all gonna wanna get to know her. And you all know how animals get to know each other. Most of that will come with smells. What's sad to me, if you wanna talk about sad, it's not really sad, but I think that all of us parents have been there at some point in our lives, is that Gracie does not understand where her mother's at. She's screaming and hollering, and she's actually calmed down quite a bit now. It's been several hours since she's been inside here, but she's still wondering where's her mom. And Santana is nowhere to be found. Santana and Pearl have taken off to the deep woods. Tex, you can kind of see Tex laying down over there. He's not bothered in the least that Gracie's hollering for mama. So it'll be a little bit harder on Gracie than it will be on mom. Gracie should have been, oh boy. Gracie should have been weaned from mom just before winter. So what I had to do was keep a real close eye on mama, make sure that she was getting plenty to eat. And I kept watching Gracie, make sure she was getting plenty to eat. And they both are fine. They're both nice and healthy. But, and here comes the but part, I know that it's possible that if Santana is pregnant again, sometimes it's hard to show, and it's hard for me to know if her bag has been full because Gracie still tries to nurse off of it, or if her bag is still full because, or filling because she has a new baby going to be born in the next couple of months. And so it's important that we kind of take this step. And I'll say one last thing, and yeah, I know it's upsetting for people when you see animals, you know, many of whom are rescues. Obviously, you know, most of those of ours that are rescues. And then you have some that are just part of our hobby farm. And you don't know why anyone would ever put an animal through such misery. And I hate that you feel like it. You feel it's that misery. It's sad, but every single one of you moms at some point had to drop off your children to daycare, or you took them to their first day of kindergarten. And I believe that most of you moms sit there just like us dads, and we sit in that car and we cried a little bit. We went to work, and really it was the most unproductive day of work ever because we just sit there thinking about our kids the entire time. Have y'all noticed mom is not calling back for her at all? Andy's not sure about all this, but it will be a little bit of an adjustment period. It'll be interesting when we feed up this afternoon, being that all of the littles are going to, well, you know how the littles do. And then we will see how Gracie, if she even tries to take a pile. But most of y'all remember when we did it for Pearl. You remember when we weaned Pearl last year. The difference is I've waited a little bit longer on Gracie, and that's made it kind of tough. Well, you have all sizes here, Jamie. Have you looked at what a ragtag operation we have going here?
I think it's the neatest harmony ever.
We have a little bit of everything. Seriously, we got these little tidbits of love, and you got a big bundle of joy over there. Oh, and you got your, I'm not gonna say it. It's pretty. Hi, sweet girl. Why can't you guys be sweet like them? Seriously. look in the background, the geese have made a picket line. That's what you would call a picket line, which was pretty famous in the Civil War era. They have lined up across there, and they're making their way this direction. Trudy, you're gonna get my Crocs dirty. Now stop it. Oh gosh, Trudy. Yeah, the picket line, they're slowly making their way across here. And they know that the littles are all eating, and they're going to get here and cause all kinds of chaos. They're gonna wreak havoc on everybody. So this rooster is doing something really neat. He's actually asking Wanda, can he share with her?
And he brought his team, so it's not just him. So he's probably not revealing the full truth about who's all gonna eat here.
So that's El Carpintero. That's the rooster that Fidel gave us last year. And he really wants in on some of those mealworms, I think. Cornholio, though, it has other plans. He's like, you know what? I'm going to put myself between you and her because she's mine. I've already claimed her as mine. And yeah, look how handsome I look with all of my feathers. Do you guys remember that song from Weird Al Yankovic? Weird Al Yankovic. It was sort of a Michael Jackson parody, but instead of singing Beat It, it was called Eat It. Eat it! Eat it! Don't make me repeat it, oh Lord. Okay. Yeah, I don't know why, but whenever I watch Tina and Wanda eat, I cannot help but reflect back on that funny song, Eat It, by Weird Al Yankovic. Does that not tell you all how old I am? Swallow, baby. So y'all can see that it's all getting clogged up there in her neck. It all gets stuck right there on the top of her neck, and she has to lift her neck up and swallow. Y'all just watch how it begins to build up. You see it building? Swallow. Oh, baby. Does anyone else notice anything strange about what's going on here? So as I look around, yeah, I mean, you can see there's a slight breeze. You can all see the trees or the limbs are having a little bit of movement. But what's strange about this, y'all? What is strange about this? Guys, it is 7:30. Those lights you see driving around back there is Lex and Ellie, and they are still trying to find the clues. They're trying to figure out that scavenger hunt. The last I heard, they had one more to go, and they are poor kids. But I love their determination. They're using their resources. They're using stories that we've talked about, and I just hope to gosh they can make it back home safely and with all 10 of those clues discovered. That would be awesome. I also love that my boys get along and can do stuff like this despite they have, 11 years age difference. Alright. This is where I've been feeding her. Y'all don't judge, okay? I have to feed her up high so as the goats can't get to it. It's funny to me how they pick and choose what they actually want to eat out of the entire mixture. I'm gonna try to get a little bit closer so y'all can see. Now in this mixture, there's a little bit of, there's mealworms, there's rabbit pellets, which are alfalfa, there's laying pellets, there's wild, oh hush Gracie, there's a wild game bird mix, which includes a little bit of corn and other kinds of seeds. Anyway, it's a very healthy choice. But what's funny, I don't know how they do it, but she will pick almost every mealworm out first, and then she'll come back later when she finally develops another bit of appetite and finish all of the other stuff. The same thing's happening over here with that baby girl. I love how the ducks, kind of like little scavengers, little vultures, come up underneath her and try to pick. And oh no, these guys are saying, hey, can we get a little bit of that? Yeah, these ducks are pretty clever. They know what they're doing. All right, let's walk around behind us here. Oh, well, never mind. We're gonna feed Gracie next. But right now, Gracie has a restroom. So we'll wait until she's done. All right, here we go. She's about done. And while the tail's still up, we're not gonna watch while the tail is up. Okay, now it's time. I have to go inside her gate. Give me a second here.